Hello, this is Dr. DeShavo, and I am here to give you a little introduction for pathophysiology. I will be your instructor, and I'm looking forward to a successful semester, as I'm sure you are as well. And I think success begins when you are well informed about what is expected from you. So I'm going to do a short little video on how to navigate my course so you know where to go and what to do. Excuse me. So if you enter into Blackboard, that's where I am now, and you pick your pathophysiology course and section, whichever one that you are in, and you click into it, you'll come to the home page. For simplicity, I've put absolutely everything into content here. Okay, you can see right here. And if we click on that, let me get rid of this. And let me get rid of the drawing board. If you click on content, you'll see everything is in here. Now, first things first, since this is a completely online course, you absolutely have to have a separate webcam. One that you, and let me tell you why. In order for you to take these tests at home, and believe me, it is a humongous help to take them at home. We've tried to proctor them in the past, and it's just a nightmare. So in order for you to take them at home, we have Respondus. Respondus is a web-based program that proctors you. And you will take a separate webcam, and why it needs to be separate is because you will have to show me the entire area. I have very complete instructions behind your computer, in front of your computer, under your workstation, to the right, to the left. You have to lift up your computer, show me what's under it. That's why you have to have a separate webcam. You could get a cheaper one. I don't care. Whatever is the cheapest that you can do. I'm also going to ask you to move them slowly. People move them fast, and I have vertigo, and I'm ready to pass out. Okay? So yes, with Respondus, you will have to A, have a separate webcam, B, you will have to load Respondus onto your computer. And in order to do that, you'll come to the main page of Blackboard, and you sign into Blackboard if you're new with the same username and password that you do with your emails. And you could see complete instructions on Respondus right over here. It'll tell you what to do. It'll give you specific directions. You have to download it. Every time you take a quiz, well, you're just going to do the Respondus practice quiz through this, not your regular weekly quizzes. But every time you take a test, you won't access the test directly. You'll go through this little symbol right here that will be on your desktop of your computer. Okay, so just to clear that up. And then there's directions here. So what I want you to do is download this Respondus browser, get your webcam, get it all set up, get into your course section, go back to content where everything will be once again, and go take this Respondus practice quiz. Don't worry if you get things wrong. Do the best that you can. Once you have all the quizzes in, I'll go through and give you all your points. Okay, so it's also a few easy points. Okay, so Respondus practice. Do that within the first week or two. Now, this practice helps you get used to using it, so that way during your first exam, you don't go, oh my gosh, how do I use this? You already know how to use it. It really takes the stress off. And once again, yes, there's some issues with Respondus, but it's way better than you guys trying to come up from wherever you live to take this exam. And there's 3 of them. So, okay. So I'll get the dates of the exams. I usually get those dates set up in the first week or two so you know when your exams will be. Okay. So, Respondus. Get it. All right. Copyright material, you can't copy any of this. You can't put it online. If I find that you do, that'll be bad news bears. Okay, I've already found somebody doing that. Not cool. All right, another thing that's not cool, back to Respondus, is cheating. I will be watching you take the exam. That's the whole point with the web browser. You will have to keep your hands on your computer. You will have to keep your eyes on the computer as well. If something happens, say it on the tape. For example, last year, I don't remember when. It's a funny story, but one of the students had their child come down, "Mom, I have to go to the bathroom." She's like, "Not now, I'm taking an exam." And all she did was, "I'm so sorry," because she looked away from the computer, because it will flag you. I can see if your eyes move away. I can see if your hands move. It'll flag you. Also sit somewhere where there's not light behind you, because it'll keep flagging you. And also make sure the webcam is facing directly at you. Okay, it's really simple. If you follow those things, and I have some other instructions further down, you'll be fine. Okay, so while we're on it, if you come down to the bottom of the class, and here's all your weekly content. Oh, I have it in the announcements. Okay, just some tips to help you get through the Respondus without any problems. Having the webcam looking directly at you is one thing. Also, not having light behind you. The other thing is to use Google Chrome. That is a browser that you want to use for this entire class. Okay, so I have announcements. I'll post the best practices for that and some tips that'll help it run smoothly. Don't worry, if something goes wrong, just email me, okay? I can see if something's going wrong or you don't have a good web connection, that's fine. You can also take it in the library if you want to, okay? All right, so general introduction class is going to be this video. I will upload this new version of the video right here, and you'll have it. Okay, here's the syllabus. It's all, I think, pretty self-explanatory, but let's pop it on open and go over the syllabus while we're here. Should have opened this before. Sorry, it should just be another second or two. Any day now. Here we go. My computer's a little slow. I apologize. So this is the same exact syllabus. Well, actually, it'll change from semester to semester. And it's your basic. It's similar to the other syllabi that you have in your other courses. Okay, here we go. Now, office hours by appointment. If you need anything, just email me. I'm on my emails every day, so I can get back to you. If you need to talk to me, just shoot me an email. During the summer, I'm not usually in the office. During the semester, I'm usually there 2 or 3 mornings a week, but I can always get back to you by email. I really do check them, I promise. Phone is not a great way to get a hold of me, because even when I'm at school, I seem to be running around like a crazy woman. So if you need to talk to me, the point is, shoot me an email. We'll set up a time to talk. Okay. Now, course description, objectives, whatnot. Now, USB headset with microphone and a webcam. You do need to have the separate webcam. It's like $20. Now, at this point, I am using this text. Nowak and Hamlin's actually the other author. It's Pathophysiology. It's not required. I give you a lot in the notes, but if you do well reading the book, you can absolutely buy it off of Amazon fairly cheap. So you can just pop on Amazon and grab that, but I also have it in the library. So if you feel you only need it every once in a while, you can just pop into the library and grab it there. Method of evaluation, we have 3 exams. And then online quizzes. They're open book online quizzes that you'll see week per week. That ends up being 375 points overall. Okay, so it's pretty straightforward. grading, and those midterms are worth 100 points. They may be different amounts of questions, but 100 points. And those exams are true, false, an occasional matching, and then multiple choice. Here's your grading scale. Unfortunately, just so you know, I don't know why they do this. Graduate programs don't have A+. I don't know why, but here's a breakdown. So A is going to be 94 and up, A-, etc. I do curve if it's within, if you have 93.5 or more, I'll bump you up to an A. And I do have the grades set up in Blackboard, so they should continually upgrade as to your total, because they do a point-based system, which gets a little confusing sometimes. So you should be able to have a running total, running accounting of your grade as you stand. Okay, student learning outcomes, it's the stuff that we got to do as a teacher. Code of conduct, if I do find out somehow that you're cheating, we'll get a 0 on your exam. And I will have to file a report with the nursing department. Guys, just don't, please. We've been seeing more of it, so we're all more aware of it. And I will be watching, so just don't spend that cheating time on studying. Okay, if you have... we don't really miss classes because we're all online. If you know that you have a busy week come up, you can absolutely work ahead. If you get a little behind, that's fine. I totally get that your schedules are absolutely insane, as mine is too. So I pretty much open up all the classwork, which I'll show you in a little bit, and you can do it when you want to. We're not going to cancel classes because we're all working from home. Okay, if you have any accommodations that you need met, please email me. Evelyn Lester is our new disability coordinator, and or you could just contact the office and speak with someone there. And then this is the weekly breakdown. Now, during the normal fall and spring, we do 1 per week. Week 1, week 2, week 3. During the summer, we have 8 weeks, so we're going to do 2 per week. And we might maybe take a break in the middle of somewhere. Okay, so for summer course, you're going to be doing week 1 and week 2 in the first week. Okay, so it's a little more intense, but you get to focus on it. Just get it done if you're in the summer. And if you're during the semester, it'll be spread out a little bit. Okay, I think that's just about it. It's pretty straightforward. The rest you're aware of with health requirements and whatnot. If you can, shoot this to me. You can just sign it, or you could just email me and say, I agree to the statement of attestation that is in the syllabus. That works too if you cannot upload this or scan it. Pretty straightforward, but as always, if you have questions, let me know. Moving back into the course. Back to content, because that's where everything is. Once again, I repeat things. All right, general introduction to class is this video, so I will have that in there in case you want to go back. I audio taped some of the lectures so people can listen to them, but excuse me, I've put all the lectures also on YouTube streaming. I believe you can excuse me, download them in an MP4 format from YouTube, hopefully. Okay, so chapter 1, week 1, cell changes. Yeah, we got to talk about cells. I know everybody loves it. But you'll go through this content. You'll come back out to content. There's your quiz. Okay, once you open the quiz, you do have to take it. Now, if we pop into the week 1 content, you'll see that I've got PowerPoints. Here are your lectures for pathophysiology. Okay, here's the audio. Blackboard has a weird glitch that when you go into this folder, it'll automatically start playing this audio. That's why I actually stopped loading them into the weekly content, but you could just go pause it. Now, the other thing that I did was I went and I uploaded all my anatomy and physiology lectures and PowerPoints. Sometimes I'll ask you to watch them. Other times they are just optional. Okay, now these are the pathophysiology videos, and I'm actually going to move these up. I had to change the videos from one streaming to YouTube, so this is the same thing that is above, and I'll rearrange that so it's cleaned up for you guys. Okay, so you go in, you'll print your PowerPoints or you'll save them to your laptop, whichever way you want to do it. You go in and watch the videos and follow along with the PowerPoints. after you've studied it, and what's the best way to study? Guys, if there was a secret to studying, I would not be here. I'd be on a yacht making $1 million. There's just no, there's just no secrets. You have to go sit down with the material and study it as best as you can, okay? So what I tell my students is, after you print the notes and you listen to the lectures, if you have any questions, by all means, shoot the questions to me. I'd be more than happy to help you, okay? Or look it up or read the book, you know, whatever. Sit and look at every PowerPoint until you feel you could recite it from memory. Another trick that I used to do is I used to make myself tests from each PowerPoint. And making that test and taking the test really made me look at it and think, like, what do I need to know from this? Or better yet, what is that sneaky professor going to put on the test about this? And try to make up these really tricky test questions. And do that every week with whatever is due for that week, and then move on to the next. Don't study the night before. This is a lot of material. You know, try to really focus on what's due that week. Try to memorize it as best as you can, then move on. And of course, skim through and review it when you move on to the new stuff. Okay, so that's your weekly content. And if we go back, so after you review that weekly content, pardon me, you take your quiz, move on to week 2. And it's a similar format. Okay, you move into week 2. Print the PowerPoints, watch your lecture video. You can pause those audio ones, okay? Oop. And you can see it has it labeled. And what I mean by audio is I just made it audio from the videos. Some people wanted just the audio so they could put it onto, I don't know what it would be, I guess an iPod, and listen to it while they were working out. Okay, so this is the same exact thing that's in the videos. It's just the audio from them. Okay, watch those videos, listen to the videos. There's your A&P 2, and you can see I recommend those to review blood, because when I taught this in person, a lot of people didn't remember basics about blood. Okay, come back out, do your week 2 quiz. Okay, that's it. It's a basic introduction. And then, like I said, you'll have your 3 major exams. That's the format of the class. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. So that's it. My goodness, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm always here for you. And these videos will also be on YouTube. So if you're having a problem with Blackboard, you can always pop over to my YouTube channel, which if you like me and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to me, that would be cool too. And watch them there. I just found that YouTube tends to work a lot better with these videos for some reason. So welcome to the class. Shoot me an email. The one thing I hate about online is I do never get to meet you. I would love a picture and a little background about you so I know about you, and that statement of attestation. Thank you guys. Have a great day.